Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hobb. It is Sunday, December 21st, 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope all of you are well, taking care of yourselves during this time when we're rushing about and preparing for the big day if you celebrate Christmas and the upcoming New Year. For those of you who are new to my podcast, thank you for coming on and listening. I have a website, lisahobb.com. I'm also on Instagram under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hobb, and I'm on Facebook under my business page, Lisa M. Hobb, Spiritual Coach and Medium. I promise you, will be posting more on TikTok, which is, I believe, Lisa Hobb 55. So check that out as well. I have revamped this podcast on Spiritual Coach Lisa Hobb YouTube channel, but I've revamped another YouTube channel of mine, and I'll give more details about that in the future. I've renamed it, and we'll be putting new content onto that shortly as well. So, let me see what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about how you can fly during the storm. You know, life brings us little storms with a little bit of rain, and it brings us storms that are have twisters and hurricanes, and, all storms are temporary. Even when you think they're lasting forever, even if you feel they're going on for years, they're always temporary. But how can you soar through them? How can you bloom? How can you come out of it better than when you went into it? It's so important to know that you're going through the storm because you're supposed to. You really are supposed to bloom and grow and come out of it better, up-level, upgrade, upscale. Sometimes we don't realize that, and we will repeat our storms, or we will wonder why life keeps bringing us the same thing over and over and over again. It does because of what's called our paradigms, meaning that you on autopilot naturally expect the same stuff to happen, and then energy that's all around you says, okay, yes. Now you can call that energy God, you can call it source, you can call it universe, you can call it Yahweh, you can call it whatever you wish to call it. But it always responds yes. And if you listen to my podcast every week, you've heard me say this pretty much every week. The thing is, and I'm working on it too, I'm perfecting it as well, but I'm mastering more, and I'm very, take a moment, pleased with me. But mastering is focusing with discipline, certainty. You have to, and excuse my lack of eloquence now where I stumbled a bit, you literally have to pay attention to what you're thinking, what you're saying. And I've started to do that more and more. I used to call myself a name, not even a negative name truly, but I didn't like it. I used to call myself Chick a lot. And then I was like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that I'm doing that. So I have stopped myself from doing it. And now I don't do it. I started to stop it right when I used to do it. I grabbed the habit and I reframed it. Maybe for you, it's, especially this time of year, I can't afford that. Or I don't know where the money's coming from for that. You don't have to know. Just ask for it with certainty that it's yours, and try to allow yourself to be directed towards it, and to feel peace and calm within. First and foremost, detach. And I want to say this as well, detach from a expectation of it going the way it's gone before, because again, you get what you expect. So if you expect that a family member is going to act a certain way, they will. They're just answering to you. If you expect that anything is going to go a certain way, it will. So how about expect better? How about expect more? Or even better, how about have no attachment to how things go? Just be in the moment and go with the flow, and you will get better than you expected. And it's small, it's medium, it's large, it's extra large. It's those little moments, that respond to you, and the big moments that respond to you as well. So I also want to insert here, because of this emotional time of year, I'm talking about living everyday life. I'm not talking about when you have a loss to heaven of a loved one. That's a whole other thing. I'm talking about when you walk through this life every day and you are like, see, I knew that would happen. I knew it would be that way. They're going to act like that. It's going to be like that. I'm not going to get that. I am going to get that. That's what I'm talking about. It's the designing of your life. Back up and detach and look and be aware of how you're designing your life. Are you designing the life you truly want? Are you designing the life that you expect because that's what you've gotten before? You have the power. You are on the team of creation. Some would say you are the creator. Now, I know that I'm the creator. I know that you're the creator. But I also know we have a team of beings that help us. Energy. The universe wants us to have what we ask for. God wants you to have what you've asked for. But there is a reason for free will. Free will gives you what you create, what you expect. Heaven can only respond to that. It can't override it. So it's very important to know that your free will matters. It matters. I have found, and it shows me all the time, it shows me every day, that if I back up and just relax and have peace and calm, I get a better outcome. I will. If I am intense, if I have high expectations, if I worry and stress unnecessarily about things, or about things that I'm used to stressing or worrying about, I get that outcome that I would expect. And why would we do it to ourselves? Because it's naturally there in our programming, in our autopilot. We were programmed when we were young, or ever programmed as we go through life too. But you're not outside of it. It's not happening to you, as it said. It's happening from you. So what you put out, you get back. And I always say this, and it's so true, that if you can get into creator mode fully, meaning focusing on it, putting your mental self to it, putting your words to it, life gets more enjoyable. Life gets more fun because you can see the outcome of your effort. You see that you're powerful. You are unlimited. You are powerful. But when you see evidence of it come to be, wow, it just makes life more amazing. And it also gives you something more to be grateful for. Now, gratitude. Gratitude is love, and gratitude they're the ultimate powerful elixirs. But it has to be genuine. Last night I talked about how grateful I am, it was genuine. It wasn't just mouthpiecing. So work on that gratitude. Work on and it can be so small too. What am I grateful for? No, this morning I'm grateful for warm coffee. Because I hosted a party last night. So when I woke up, oh, yes. And so I'm a bit, needing of and appreciating and grateful for warm coffee this morning. I'm watching my words. And later today we'll be baking, and I'm grateful. A little bit of a late start, but I'm grateful for the opportunity to do that. And I also want to say this to you as well, and maybe it sounds like I'm rambling, but these podcasts, for those of you who listen every week, these podcasts are not scripted. They're not. I get on here and I let it flow. I have noticed with me that I talk about how not having enough time. And then I just realized just over the last few days, wait, I am getting what I say. I don't have enough time. Time's an issue. Time. How about saying instead, I have plenty of time. Time works for me. And I noticed already that time worked for me. I changed my paradigm. So watch what naturally flows out of you. I see it so much on social media, and I don't respond to it because I always say I'm not the social media police. But people post what they feel. Oh, I'm being funny. I'm just joking. But the universe doesn't understand jokes. It doesn't respond to you trying to have a sense of humor. So when you joke about how poor you are, it gives you more poverty. And social media is a declaration of what you're asking for. It's the same as saying it. It's the same as feeling it when you post it. So if you're on social media, look at your posts. Are they really what you want in your world? Are you following people that post things that you don't want to see, that you don't want in your world? I will unfollow people because it's like, no, I don't want that energy. It's not a judgment of them. It's just, do I align with that? Do I want to align with that? So I watch it. But sometimes I can coast on through and not have to do that. So I'll see people joke about poverty, but then they'll post something about how abundant. And I'm like, yes. And then I'll love that because post about abundance if you want abundance. Post about having the perfect body if you want the perfect body. Post about having the perfect relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, if that's what you want. If you joke or you go on about how you don't have it, you get more of it. You see? Now, I like watching a TV show. I don't watch, honestly, there's certain TV I watch, but I'm not one it. I generally put music on my TV. I don't really watch, or I watch like inspirational things, feel good stuff, educational things. I'm giggling because I've seen it said that people want to feel better sometimes by watching like serial killer shows. I will do that too sometimes. It's weird, but it doesn't bother me because it's about human behavior. So it intrigues me a bit, but it's not consistent. I have to watch my energy. But I might put on like, Evil Lives Here or something like that, depending on the moment, depending on the day. So it doesn't always have to be about, Hallmark Channel. But if that makes you feel good, it's the way to go a lot. So I'm, smiling a bit. I hope I don't lose my train of thought because I digressed there a bit. But generally we are like, what you should expose yourself to is what makes you feel good. And no matter what that is, whether it be TV, whether it be radio, do that. And it doesn't matter, as now I know people that will expose themselves to violence a lot on TV. Well, it's not just before you go to bed. It becomes ingrained in you and you respond to it. So watch your vessel. Watch your well-being. Watch who you are. Or because who you are is what you're exposed to. And so make sure that you're exposed to what will make you feel your best. That's very important. I think that's where I was going. If I get a pop-up of another something, I'll spit it out in a moment. But you are your own project, as I like to say. And it doesn't have to be a project that you're, well, it is good to be on it constantly, but if you're not, it's okay. You don't have to get an A++. Back up. In the relaxation, in the calm, in the distance, that's when you allow things to manifest. That's where you allow things to flow. So that is how you can soar and fly through the storm. By giving it all up. And that's another thing, faith. We're coming into a time where faith is being strengthened and people are turning to faith. People who were not faith-based are now faith-based. Now, faith does not have to be about religion. Some make faith about religion, and that's fine. Faith can be about strong spirituality. Give it up to God. Say, take care of this for me. I don't know how. I'm not supposed to sometimes know how, but take care of it. Heaven does. It's amazing how it takes care of things for you. And then just, even before you see it, be grateful. Say thank you. It's done. I'm amazed in a wonderful way about the people around me that are very faith-based, but also understand that they're co-pilot with God for wealth, for health, for love. They get up every morning and read the Bible, and then they go about their day manifesting massive wealth. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Don't let anyone tell you there is. We're taught. We've been taught, some of us, about the eye of the needle, the camel, the meek inherit the earth. All of that stuff, about greed. Heaven wants you. Let me put it to you this way. Heaven doesn't mind you having wealth. It just wants us to take care of each other. You don't have to give it all up to others. You can save some for you. It's about when people just want to hoard for themselves. And we see it in our everyday life, don't we? Some people like to demonize billionaires, but not all billionaires are hoarders of wealth. But some are. That is what Scripture talks about. It's the hoarding. It's the keeping it for yourself entirely. You're not supposed to give it all up. You're not supposed to feel guilty about it. You're not supposed to, fear. No. There's enough to go around for all of us. And it's pointed out. I've seen it pointed out. It's like, why some of it's paradigms, really. But it's important to understand that heaven does not want us to live in a society where there are some that could become trillionaires in our lifetime. And there are some living paycheck to paycheck. But know that you may not have the paradigm to become a trillionaire, but you do have an ability to reframe within yourself and make changes to give yourself a better life. It's not your fault if you are living paycheck to paycheck. I want to be clear, there's no judgment. We just aren't taught how much power and unlimited ability we have by those in power. You see, they don't like to give up what they have unless it's their idea, unless they wrap it around generosity in some way. So, or, showing it to the world. Look at me, I'm being generous. That's what I'm talking about. By the way, let's go there. When you help another, it is okay to say, I am hosting, I am participating in an event to help others. Heaven truly, though, doesn't want you photographing, helping a homeless person, showing, let's treat each other with love, dignity, respect. Heaven knows who you are. Charity is best, I would say, not best done, but being anonymous is not anonymous. The energy knows who you are. God knows what you're doing. You don't have to show it to the world. If you show it to the world, do it for a higher good, not your own good. It's so seen. I see it on YouTube. Look at me. I'm going to film myself giving a coat to someone. Why do you have to do that? That's about you, not them. It's okay to give and know that only you and God know. Actually, it's more powerful to do it. It's more positive. It's more higher consciousness to do that. But it is okay to say, I am doing something here as an event. But again, watch. We always want to treat our fellow man, no matter what, with dignity and respect and love. And I also want to say that I've noticed more charity happening than ever before. More people stepping up, and well done. Well done. But watch about any blend. You don't have to broadcast necessarily that you went to somebody's home. It's just a little line. Watch the line. But again, no judgment. It just, I guess it's something within us. We want to be loved. We want to know we're lovable. Maybe we want to be a good example to others. Vibration will always take care of it. Truth always comes to light. It's always exposed. Remember, it's coming up, the anniversary of George Michael's passing, the singer. He passed on Christmas. I think it's going to be about 8 years. And after he passed, there were so many stories of how he helped people that nobody knew. He knows that we all know now. He knows that we all know he gave how much of a great tips he gave to people, and just little moments of generosity. It always comes out. So doing things anonymous will never make you anonymous. That's what I'm saying. And again, it's no judgment. It's just about watch. Are you doing it to be loving? Or are you doing it to be loved? You're loved just by the fact that you are existing. You are loved. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to be worthy of it. You already are. You're worthy and you're deserving. Have joy. For lack of a better way to put it, get off on those moments where you know what you've done. I do that. I get excited every year giving to charity, and without writing it off. It's like here's cash at this time of year. And I do things throughout the year too, but there's certain traditions I have. And it's a tradition, and I get excited about it. It's it just brings joy. Go towards the joy. Because that's all we're here for, is to go towards the joy. And when you go through a storm, understand that there's a reason for it. What blessing can you take from it? What lesson can you learn? Don't blame others. Don't blame anything. There's always something higher going on, or an opportunity for it. Look at it. Grab at even the smallest thing. And again, you will fly. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have I do hope you have a restful Sunday during this time of year. I hope that you have a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate. Be in the moment. Don't worry about the small stuff. Don't worry if you don't get everything done. Just give whatever you can and just feel the peace. Because the God energy, Jesus energy is on earth. Especially, this is going to sound maybe a bit corny, but it's true. You're celebrating the birth of Jesus. All of our departeds come back for their births. Don't you think Jesus would as well? He is of the energy. Christ consciousness is on this earth. See it in the little moments. See it in the larger moments. It's there. Pray. Be grateful. Be thankful. And enjoy yourself. Thank you so much again. Be a little reminder to go to my website, lisahop.com. If you're on YouTube listening to this, please like, subscribe, and share. And I hope to see you, and on the other platforms too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the best. And I'll talk to you next time.